At Been There, Dump That, we want to make our roll-off dumpster rental process the simplest, friendliest, and fastest part of your home improvement project. Whether it's providing driveway protection or sweeping up when we come to pick up the bin, we make it easy for you. Our customers from coast to coast are happy to share some of the aspects of our service that keeps them coming back to us for their waste disposal needs.
We've been there, done that. It's made everything else easier for us.
When I need a dumpster, I can always know they're going to be there either that day or usually the next morning. So in terms of service, it's excellent.
When I first met them and was introduced, I was in a pickle. I was in quite a bind because the company I had been using jumped their prices up and it was going to screw with my budget. I mean, granted, they only went up, $70 a can, but $70 a can times me going to be needing 7 or 10 cans adds up quick in a budget of that scope. And I said, is there any way you guys can come out on Monday? I know today's Thursday, it's short notice, and they're like, we can go out there tomorrow if you're ready for us. And I couldn't believe it. I was taken aback that, 24 hours they had a can out there.
It never amazes me that when I call him, 9 times out of 10, he can service me with a bin within the same day. That's phenomenal.
Driveway protection, especially on a house where we're not touching the driveway, is really, really important. It's hugely important to have that, so we're not dealing with those problems after the job's over. The first job we were on, the client had just had a freshly poured driveway, and it was a real concern. It was also a small driveway, so I did a little research and came across Been There, Dump That, and sure enough, the dumpster showed up. They did a great job putting the dunnage down to protect the driveway. There were no issues. The driveway came out with no problems, no cracks, and once it was pulled, it was great. So, and once again, the service was outstanding.
The driveway protection goes a long way for somebody like me, where I know that if I can't be on site, they can drop the dumpster without me needing to send a guy there to put plywood down or something like that. They handle all that.
It's value, and there's value in service. You pay for service. It's like going to a good restaurant. You can go to McDonald's or you can go to, the nice steakhouse. Your choice where you want to pay for, but you know what you're getting, and they're price competitive. I don't feel like we're paying them above and beyond what we pay for good service from a dumpster company. They're right there.
I have no concerns about the prices. Everything's been pretty fair, and everything that I've expected to pay, I've paid. Overages are a nature of the business, and I think it's really transparent the way it's all laid out. So I wasn't shocked by anything that happened when we overloaded the dumpster. It's very easily calculable. If I know I'm going to be putting some extra cast iron in a can, I know what to expect. It's not a mystery, and that's easy enough for me to plan out my billing accordingly. So, expectations have been succeeded since I started with them. I've dealt with, like I said, a lot of different companies, so that's why I'm still here.
We love their customer service, but if their pricing were outrageous, we wouldn't be able to go with them. The beautiful thing is that their pricing is amazing. It's the best in the industry, and they are very hands-on. We can get very good service from them. They're just very friendly.
I feel like we're valued and respected. Talk to the folks at the office. They're always pleasant. They're always courteous, very professional. A great partner to be with.
I expect that they're going to answer my call and they're going to show up when they say they will.
His level of services has treated me as if I was his only client. Now I know I'm not. I've seen his bins all over the city.
One of the big features that I really appreciated was the fact that they clean up under the dumpster after they pick it up. That means a lot to me as a contractor who we pride ourselves on customer service and leaving a job site cleaned up at the end of the day, and make sure that when we leave a home, we leave it better than we found it. So the fact that those 2 locations specifically will clean up after, and what I understand is you guys, across the board do, but clean up under the dumpster after it gets picked up. I've had calls in the past where our dumpster was picked up from another company and nails underneath and tires, getting popped and stuff like that. And so I don't need those hassles, so the fact that you guys do that is huge.
They do a great job protecting the driveways when they show up. They do a great job of cleaning up when they're gone.
having the smaller trucks that they use has been able to allow us to get into tighter spots and stuff like that, and alleys and things, to put dumpsters in locations that other companies can't do. So that's been a nice feature as well.
The customers that I deal with don't often understand some of the difficulties that maneuvering requires. So, they just see it as another step in the process, and as long as it goes seamless, that's always good. If there were challenges and things happen, they would certainly be able to point that out, and I've never had anyone point anything out in a negative manner at all. It's just a matter of getting business done as seamlessly as possible.
Dumpster day comes and the drivers are out there. It's clear that this isn't their first day of school. These guys know what they're doing. They're able to provide a friendly face and manipulate the can right where we need it and drop everything on protection materials, which is nice. Instead of just putting this can on this nice finished cobblestone driveway, there's a barrier between the driveway and the can, which protects everybody's bottom line at the end of the day. So it's a ton of extra little steps that all add up that, as a contractor, I can't appreciate enough. It's funny, you're never going to please a customer with putting a dumpster in their driveway. Obviously the point is to get it in and out as quick as you can, but I did actually get compliments from the neighbors saying we appreciate the nice looking dumpster you have there. And when you look at it, it's a nice clean square lime green dumpster. There's no rust, it's not brown, it's not dripping paint, it doesn't have graffiti on it. So yeah, I did actually get a positive review from a neighbor stating we appreciate the professionalism down to the detail of your dumpsters in the driveway. I want to get the word out that you guys are a great company.
Been there, done that. We're the residential friendly dumpster company.